Hello, my name is Casper Lu, and today we're talking about 5.2 factoring. There is no key term for factoring. Basically, we're solving the unknown side from one other side with the area. Okay, so we get 5 of the question from the homework, and the first one is the height of the rectangle below is 4a square, and the expression inside the rectangle represent the area, and we're solving for the width. We already know that the area will equals to the height times the width, and the two rectangle got the area with 12a to the 8th, 28 square, and the height is 4a square. So we're solving for the width. The area combined two rectangle is 12a to the 8th plus 20a square. And we will get from the equation above, we can get that the width will be area divided by height. So we'll divide the total area by 4a squared, which will equal to 3a to the 6, because 12 divided by 4 is 3, and the power rule, when power divided by each other, we take away each other from the power. So 8 took away 2, it's 6, plus 20 divided by 4, it's 5, and then a square can cross it, so the answer will be 3a to the 6 plus 5, which is the answer. Okay, so for the second question, we got the height of the rectangle below is 3xy. The expression of each selects represent the area of the section. So for the second question, we got 3 rectangle, which contains with 30x to the third, y to the third, 12x to the square, y to the third, and 33xy, and the height, as stated in the question, is 3xy. So as the equation above, still the same, area equals to height times width. So we're adding all 3 together will be the total area. The total area will be 30x to the third, y to the third, plus 12x squared, y to the third, plus 33xy, all divided by 3xy, which will equals to 10x squared y squared plus 4xy squared plus 11xy cross out each other. And the reason I get this is as the same, the power rule, when divided, the power took away from each other, minus each other. So 3, for example, 3 to the power of x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 1 will be 3 minus 1, which will be x squared. And so the answer will be 10x squared y squared plus 4xy squared plus 11, which will be the answer of the second question. The third question is factor the polynomial. This question, factor the polynomial, and the equation is 15x6 to the 6th y to the 5th plus 45x to the 5th y to the 3rd plus 21x to the 3rd y to the 2nd. For this question, we're finding the common factor, the biggest common factor of these three numbers. So as we can tell, x to the third is the smallest in three of this expression, and all these three contains x to the third, so we can put x to the third inside, and y, the smallest expression, is y to the y squared, which will contain in all three, so y squared. And the common factor of 15, 45, and 21 will be, the factor of 15 will be 1, 3, 5, 15, and 45 will be 1, 3, 5, and 9, 15, and 45. And the factor of 21 will be 1, 3, 7, 21. And they all have the common factor of 3. The biggest common factor they got is 3. So we'll take 3 in front, and then the original equation divided by the factor. So 15x to the 6, y to the 5th will be 5x to the 3rd, y to the 3rd, plus 45, because it's the common factor, so we have to write it down again. And 45x to the 5th, y to the 3rd divided by 3x to the 3rd, y to the 2nd will be 15x to the 2nd, y. And then the last one, still the common factor, 3x to the 3rd, y to the 2nd, and divided from 21x to the 3rd, y to the 2nd will be 7, and x cross out, y cross out, so it will be 7. So the answer will be 3x to the 3rd, y squared times 5x to the 3rd, y to the 3rd, plus 3x to the 3rd, y to the 2nd, times 15x to the square y, plus 3x to the 3rd, y to the 2nd, times 7, which will be the answer here. Okay, for the fourth question, we got the same rectangle question. The height of the rectangle is z plus 5. The expression inside the rectangle represents the area. As the area rule, area will be height times width. The rectangle we got is x squared plus 8z. Oh, sorry. It's z squared plus 8z plus 15, and the side length is z plus 5. So we'll have to divide the total area by its height, will be its length, will be its width, z plus 5. So to the way to divide an equation by another equation is took away the z, or the axis, and left the number here. So took away the x, it will be 1 plus 8 plus 15, and z divided by z plus 5, which will be 1 plus 5. And there is 1 on here, so there's 1 plus 5, 8 minus 5 equals 3, plus 15, so there will be plus 3 times 1, 3 plus 15 equal to 0. So we now plug back the z's, so it will be, the answer will be z plus 3. So z plus 5 times z plus 3 will equals to the area, and z plus 3 will be the answer. Okay, the last question is write the two linear factor from the equation of t squared minus t minus 30. So we're finding the linear factor to this equation. The linear factor will means that it will intersect with the x or y axis. For in this example, it's the t axis. So we know that t will t plus or minus a, it will be t plus or minus some number times t plus or minus some number will equals to 0, and therefore t plus or minus some number will equal to 0. So we're finding, since this is 0, we're finding the factor of 30. And at the same times, and then so for 30 we got the factor with 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. And since the last number, there's an equation called at squared minus plus bt plus c, while the factor of c must somehow add on to become b. So we then choose 5 and 6, which 5 minus 6 will become -1, which will fit the negative t here. So the answer will be t plus 5 times t minus 6. And the answer is here. Okay, this is all 5 example for factoring on homework 5.2. Thank you.